Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with your favorite lifestyle vloggers. And I don't know about you guys, how are you using this time being quarantined? I know India is on 21-day lockdown. Many other countries are going through these trying circumstances because of the COVID-19 situation. So I know everybody's life is kind of disrupted in these times. So Tanya and I are basically trying to use this time for a lot of planning, personal development and things like that. So I thought maybe we'll shoot a video and we'll show you guys how we are using this quarantine time for our personal development basically and plan things. But before I tell you any of that, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and family so that they can also weigh in on this video and share their perspective of how they are using, how you guys are using your quarantine period for what you are using it the most. So anyways, let's go to a place where all the planning and personal development happens. Well, welcome to the dungeon of creativity. Well, this is our office. That's my desk, that's Tanya's desk, and this is where all the planning happens. This is where all the video content is being decided on. Only if the video is something like a challenge or something that we want to share with you guys, like an informative video, like this one is gonna be. This is where it all happens. But daily vlogs are very impromptu, like we just start, we just roam around everywhere and we show you how our lifestyle is, you know. So anyways, I told you guys that we are using this quarantine period for certain things, like for planning, for personal development. So let me talk for 30 seconds a little bit about what that means. Well, when I say that we are focusing this quarantine time on our personal development and planning things, it just means that Tanya and I are we are locked in our houses. Even though there is no stay-at-home order here in Florida, we are trying to do our bit. We are trying to stay back home. We are not going outside, and we are trying to use this time to read books, plan things like what can we roll out in next 21 days. Beside our regular job, we love vlogging, and that is one of the things we have certain goals to reach, and that's where we are focusing on time. But having said that, how are we doing this must be a big question in everybody's mind. And to do that, we came across a very interactive, very detailed, very focused personal planner. In this digital age, I don't know how many really wants to carry around a diary. We don't. We have our iPad, we have our pencil. You can use any tablet which comes with a nice stylus. There is Microsoft tablets, there are Apple tablets. So we have our iPad and we use that to basically use the advantage of this digital age, and we have our planner on this, and I thought I'll clean it out and show you guys everything about that planner which we are using to basically plan our routine, building new habits, you know, and I thought maybe we'll share it with you guys, this personal planner that we're using on our iPad, which we're using to build new habits, you know, to have our goals listed there, our priorities getting straight there. So without much further ado, let's get started and take a deep dive into this planner. let's get started and take a deep dive into this Boss Personal Planner. Work smarter, like they like to say. I really love this planner and its flexibility and fluidity throughout. There are bunch of controls that you can see up top here. I have selected the hand control to actually be fluid and just work between the pages. You can select the pencil control and you can actually select the thickness and opacity and everything. Once you have selected that, you can actually write down as you would write down on a paper and pen. So I really love that about this planner, because being able to write down as you would use a diary and pen, it gives a lot of flexibility to all the people who are very used to paper and pencil. It works really well. Now let's move on, and you can see here that they have something called Plan for Success. Good thing about this Plan for Success is that you can really plan in certain areas of your life. You can start with career, bucket list, financial, family and social, and personal. In addition to that, you can also go from 3 months, 5 years, and lifetime, like where you see yourself to be growing. So say for 3 months, I can put in terms of career, I can write down gain 10,000 new subscribers. That's 3-month goal, you know. Bucket list, maybe in next 3 months I want to go for skydiving. For 5 years I want to say travel the world. I really want to do something like that. Similarly, you can have your personal goals, your family goals. Once you have planned on this tab, you can actually click another tab, a reading list, and you can actually, for people who actually have the keyboard connected to their iPads, you can also use a T tab, and you can actually just type it down. Say I want to read a book, The Secret. So that's one way of doing it. And for people who are really comfortable writing things down, you can just write it down and you don't have to worry about the keyboard. So say my next book that I'm gonna read is Rework. So we're gonna read that, and then the next book I have on the list is The Habit, you know, and the next book is The Power. So I mean, you can really just write down your reading list and be as creative as you can be. You can clip out, and you can try to find out a clip art, and it also gives you like recently used and stuff, so you can use education, and you can actually see like books here, and I can add that, and I can small it down, and I can put it here, that this is the book I want to read next, you know, like The Secret, a little book title. So you can do a lot of things like that. You can there's very extensive list of this for books, like 2 good pages, so you can write down, and as you go ahead you can like check them off. You can move to the habit thing. Now this is really interesting thing, because say I want to create new habits, which I'm really using this time to do right now, and say one of my habit is drink a gallon of water, and then second habit is, because we are locked down, we have to do workout for 20 minutes, you know, like a HIIT workout at home or something like that. And then another good habit that we are trying to focus on is meditate for 10 minutes. So likewise, you can really try to create good habits, and then you can actually just say, okay, I did it for day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I still have to do my today's workout, so leave that alone. And I still have to do my meditation for the day, so leave that alone. So you can actually track down all the good habits that you're trying to create, which is a really good feature here. Next, you can go to a matrix. This matrix is called Eisenhower matrix. It gives you a good picture of what's urgent and what needs to be prioritized versus what's not urgent. So you can see, let me explain you quickly what this is all about. You can see the correlation between urgent and important. This means that everything that is urgent and important comes over here. So this is your number one. Second thing is urgent and not important. So basically something that needs to be done, but it's not needs to be done right away. So let's say it needs to be done, but not right away. So those things can easily go in this tab, because you know, and maybe these things are things that you can also delegate. So these things will be things needs to be done right away, you know. So these are the most, this is your most priority. Now, not urgent, but these are important. These can be things that you can delegate. You know, maybe someone else can do it. You don't have to do it. You need to work with your team. These are not urgent, but they're important. Needs to be done at some point in time. So these needs to be done, but does not need to be done right away, and they can be done at some point in time. So you have to just paradigm. Now there is another thing. So this is your third column, and there is your fourth column, which is not urgent or not important. Throw these away, because these things are the things that you don't want to focus your energy on. So just trash these things away. I know. So this matrix really helps you focus and prioritizing everything. Once you know what needs to be done, you can even go to the priority tab. My bad. You can even go to a priority planner, and then you can start planning your things. So for example, number one is shoot a challenge video. So I need to shoot a challenge video with Tanya, and the due date is March 30th. So once it's completed, I can mark down as completed. Number two, say post the info video on home automation, you know, so something like this. And with who, I mean, I am gonna do this, and then maybe post it by 5th April. So things like that. Once you have your tasks ready from the Eisenhower matrix and you know what needs to be done, you can always use this priority planner to prioritize everything that needs to be done. You can even go to your monthly calendar, and you can see your whole 2020 calendar here. And then the good thing about this is that the way it breaks down, it even has the 2021 calendar, so it comes with 2 calendars, and then it comes with the things that are breaking down. So for example, you have March 2020 going on here, and good thing about this is that you can really plan well. So if I can go to a clip art, and I can try to find animals, and I can try to find a dog, maybe there he is, and then I can use this planner to be interactive and maybe put here, and then just write down vet appointment 4 p.m. So basically it really makes it very interesting, and it makes it very easy for you to plan. And you can even break down that here. So for example, it's very important to celebrate your wins and decide your improvements. So maybe say for March 2020, our biggest win was hitting 1K subscribers and reaching 15K followers on Insta. So maybe these are our wins and we really need to celebrate. And maybe our improvements is to make more funny videos, because people are getting bored at their homes and maybe they need a laugh to get that stress busted out. So likewise, you can have your goals here, you can have how you are gonna achieve them, and then you need to reward yourself. This is the most important thing, because if you don't reward, you won't feel motivated. So you can even break down this in your weekly tasks. So say March week 2 to 8, March week 9 to 15, March week 16 to 22, March week 23 to 39. So it has all these weeks broken down. So an example would be, like I said, for March 20, I have vet's appointment here. And then I have, say, a couple more things, the post info video. So things that you have, you can just write it down here. And post the challenge video. So that's another thing, like you start at the matrix, you go to a priority, you break it down at monthly levels, and then you break it down at weeks, and then you break it down at weekly levels, which means that you are really just breaking it down by, in this week, your wins and improvements, like even breaking it down further. And the last thing, you can even break it down at daily planning level. So for example, I don't know how many of you like to do affirmations, but say my today's affirmation is focus on your blessings, which we all have in plenty. Then focusing on your regrets or your lackings, which we all have some. So keep focusing on your blessings, keep focusing. And then I have like big goals, post video, and then say 6:30 is my meditation, then 7:30 tea and shakes. For people who follow us for a while know what I'm talking about. And then since we are locked down, at 9 o'clock we do our HIIT workout for 20 minutes, and then we have our lunch, and then at 9:30 we take Marvel for a walk. From 4, so this is the time where we edit our videos. Then we take Marvel for a walk, and then we had our dinner. So likewise, you can really break down your daily planning goals. And then of course there is one more thing that is called notes, and in notes you can actually select what kind of grid you would want to work with, like a blank page, a dotted page. So you can actually work on a blank page, or you can actually work on a dotted page if you like, or you can work on a dotted grid, which is like this, which is like mathematical. So you can say your kid is using this and they want to use it or for their mathematical notes and stuff. you can actually use the hard grid and you can use the lined. So basically you can use any of this, and there are quite a bit of pages for notes and stuff, so you won't run out of them. You can always add a page as well. Some of the tools up top will help you with, like, this is the tool which would help you like draw stuff, like if you're working on something very specific. Say this is my scene 1 intro, and then I have to move to another scene. So basically you can be very interactive with this tool. You can take all kinds of note, and then I have a transition here using nature object. So my point is that you can use this tool with so much flexibility. It comes through that this is basically a tool for anybody and everybody. So basically the whole point of showing you guys this tool was that this tool is so effective. It could be used by anybody, a teenager who's using for their daily purposes, a person who's still using for their monthly goals, you know, like you and I. So you can really use this. It's very effective on your tablets. You can use any stylus. I'm using an Apple Pencil with an iPad. You can use the Microsoft tablets. You can use Samsung tablets. You can use any tablets that comes with a nice stylus, and so you can just feel the flow and the fluidity of writing itself and enjoy working with this. So well, this is where the creativity happens. So we are using this time to develop new habits, to read new books. When we are quarantined, you know, we love to cook and eat as well, and trying to create new content for you guys. And we thought maybe we share with you that what is helping us during this time and plan all these things that are gonna come out for you. So stay tuned for all these amazing videos. Of course, I showed you the blank side of it because I didn't want to show you what's coming, but stay tuned for all the great videos that we are working on for you guys, and I hope you guys give this Boss Personal Planner a try, so and try to see how this could actually help you when you are trying to juggle 5 million things right now, being quarantined at home with your kids and pets and everything. Well, having said all that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video thoroughly and would give this a shot, and Tanya and I were very excited to share this with you guys, and we're gonna see you in our next video with the lifestyle vloggers. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like and share if you really enjoyed this video, and we're gonna see you next. Until then,